Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Emma or Sunrise Sims, and yeah, welcome to my first speed build on this channel. And this is also my first narration that I've done where I don't have a script, so this is going to be sufficiently awkward for everyone involved. And my cat's just gone into the cupboard with the computer boxes, and now she's going to start attacking the wires. This is going great so far. So yeah, first speed build, and I have to say, I'm not a builder, but I'm pretty proud of how this turned out. I've never really built in The Sims 3 before. I used to enjoy decorating the houses that already were created in the different neighborhoods, but never really built myself, or if I did, it was kind of like a square block or box, I guess. It was pretty shit. So what I did was, because I cannot come up with this kind of thing by myself, is I went and looked at some floor plans and found one that I found a different one that I really liked, and I tried it, but it was too big for Vera, because this is obviously Vera's house that I'm making now. And the house that I had before, the house that I had before was way too big, so I deleted that and started again with a different floor plan, which was a lot smaller. I still think this is maybe a little bit too big because she doesn't really ever plan on having kids, I don't think. At least not for the foreseeable future, so we didn't need the spare room. But I just made it into a guest room. So you'll have her master bedroom, the guest room, and then an office space. So it's a little bit big, but it's okay. I managed. Yeah, so you'll see a bunch of times throughout this video, like right now, where I'm struggling to decide on something or struggling to decide if something looks good. I do that a lot with the windows. I do that a lot with the floor. You'll see how many times I change the floor of the living room. But all in all, I think it went pretty well. There's a lot of CC in this house, but like I said in my first video, if there's anything, because I'm not going to list it down below because that would just take me hours, but if there's anything that you see that you would really like to know where it came from so that you can download it for your own game, just comment it down below and I will find it. I have a very well organized CC, so it shouldn't be too hard for me to find it and link it for you in the description. Not in the description, in the comment section as a reply to your comment. So yeah, still working on the outside. Oh, there we go, now I'm in the inside. So I did the kitchen first. I tend to always start with kitchens. Well, I can't really say always because like I said, I don't build that often, but the couple of builds I've done already, I've started in the kitchen, so here I am starting in the kitchen. And I got this idea from Pinterest. The kitchen, the living room, and the dining room, I all looked, for all of those I looked at Pinterest for inspiration. So, I don't know, it maybe doesn't match as well because it wasn't like one thing, it was like a couple of different Pinterest things. So I don't know how well they fit together. I showed my mom and she was like, I don't think they go together. But I didn't feel like changing it at that point, so yeah, you can let me know what you think. I think they all look cool individually, I just don't know how well they fit together, especially because it's open plan, so you kind of need it to fit together well, but it's okay. Like I said, I'm new to building, so I'm not going to be too hard on myself in these first couple of builds. I'm also doing really small stuff at first, so I'm playing with big families that need big houses. I'm not playing with particularly rich Sims that require mansions, just while I get my building bearings. So like Vera just has Heather as her partner, and then the next build I'm going to do is for a single dislikes children houseboat thing. So that's also going to be quite small. And then I think the one after that is going to be for an athletics sim, but again, I don't think I'm going to do children yet. And also I haven't really downloaded any CC for for kids yet. I've got some teen stuff. I barely even have male stuff. I mean, you would think after spending 2 years of straight downloading CC, I would have everything you could ever imagine, but it took me a long time to download the CC that I have because, like I said, it's really organized. So I spent a lot of time organizing it in a way that's easy for me to find things and delete them out of my game if I no longer want them and all that kind of thing. Maybe one day when I figure out how to film anything other than a game window, I will take you through the organization of my CC, because I think it's always something I've wanted to see from other simmers. Is like, how do you organize? Especially when I started downloading CC, I really wanted to see how they organized their CC. So let me know if that's a video you would one day be interested in. I'm not going to do it anytime soon, but it is something that I would consider doing in the future if there is a demand for it. What else? I feel like I'm babbling. This is so awkward. I don't know, other simmers do this really well, this like whole voiceover thing. They do a really great job chatting about stuff. Okay, so now I'm in the living room. You can see I'm having a problem with the floor. I think this is what I stick with though, flooring wise. I really like this couch. This couch is an awesome couch. Wow, my voiceover skills are dope. What else can I say about this house? It was a lot of fun making it. And this was also the first time that I really got to play with all the CC I had downloaded. Like I said in my first video, I didn't play for the entire 2 years I spent downloading CC. All I did was download CC. Because I felt like I don't want to play until I have all the CC in the world. Like, what's the point? Now that I've discovered this amazing thing of custom content, like, what's the point of playing if I don't have it? So I want it all before I start playing again. So this was really the first time that I got to play with so much of the stuff that I had downloaded. So I had a lot of fun, especially with like paintings. I downloaded some really cool paintings, and I had a lot of fun with choosing different paintings for this house and just like kind of just looking through them, because some of them are super awesome. Something I could say about the kitchen. So Vera, she mastered her painting and logic skills for work, obviously, but I kind of like the idea of having each sim master at least 3 skills. I feel like that's a fair, normal amount of skills for people or sims to master. So I wanted her to master her cooking skill as well. It just kind of happened. It's one of those things that just kind of happens if you get them to cook a lot and you play them for a long time. Their cooking skill just builds. So I made that her 3rd skill that I wanted her to master. So with the kitchen area, like I wanted it to be a really nice kitchen, a kitchen fit for a good chef. So I spent quite a lot of time thinking about that in the kitchen. It's nice and big. It has like a spice shelf. There's a pot there, olive oil, cutting board. I just wanted it to look like a real kitchen area. Whereas you'll see in my next build, that sim is not a chef or a cook at all, doesn't cook at all, and you can see the difference in the kitchen. I mean, of course it's a small kitchen because it's a house, but wow, I'm not gonna have anything to say for that voiceover if I say it all now. But yeah, so I wanted her kitchen to be special, nice, professional looking kitchen because she cooks really well, so she could make use of that. I had a lot of fun in her office space. So that microscope I downloaded specially for Vera. I went looking for, and that periodic table as well. I went looking for some sciencey stuff that could make her space more individual to her. Because that's the fun of all this creating, is making individuals with personalities and lives that are unique to them. So I wanted this house to be unique to Vera, not just like a house that anybody could move into. So like the office space is really important because she has the workaholic trait, so it would make sense for her to have a space at home that she can work from, because she likes working when she's not at work. She's a workaholic, so that makes sense. Okay, now I'm on the master bedroom. I feel like I struggled with the master bedroom. I'm not super happy with how it turned out. I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't have gone with the orange walls, because it was quite difficult to match stuff to that. Oh, and the painting choice. I don't go with this, what I put here, but I'm not even 100% happy with what eventually does go there. I'll have to say my favorite room of this house is probably the office, followed by the living room, followed by the master bathroom, of all things. Sadly, also, I think the guest room is a little bit random, and I think the interior design of the guest room doesn't really suit Vera, but I like to think that maybe Heather designed that room, and that's why it's kind of random. Maybe Heather got involved in the decorating for that room. What else can I say? I don't know how people talk about this. Still watching Bones. I'm on season 8. I'm almost finished season 8 now. If anybody watches Bones, let me know, because this is the second time I'm watching it through. I watched it years ago, sort of as it was coming out, and now I've sort of started liking watching things that I've seen before, because it makes excellent background noise. Things that you don't have to put your full attention on, and that can just play in the background, and then you don't have to worry about it too much. I'm going through a phase where like that's the only thing I watch. So I've watched Grey's Anatomy about 4 times now, and then I'm doing Bones for the second time. I've done Gossip Girl a bunch of times, and I might start it again when I've finished Bones. It's just really, in a world where we can't focus on one thing at a time, you kind of want to watch things that you don't have to focus all your attention on. I do have shows that I like to watch for that specific purpose of focusing my attention. Like, I've just finished Big Little Lies season 2, which was awesome. I'm watching Handmaid's Tale season 3, which, it's okay. Not as good as the first 2 seasons, I don't think. I watched When They See Us on Netflix, which was an emotional ride, to say the least. And Chernobyl was excellent as well. So I do watch things that I focus my attention on, but like those tend to be shorter things. Things like Bones with like 24 episodes a season. It's a great background noise, so I'm still watching that. I was actually watching that as I was building this house and creating all the Sims I've created so far, and all the other builds I've done so far. Just got Bones on. So I'm interested in where you guys get your CC. If you have any recommendations of sites, obviously I know about Lana CC Finds, so I use that a lot, and I use some stuff from TSR like 1D Moon and Ung, but if there's some obscure amazing CC creator, not even just for objects but for like clothes and stuff as well, leave the names in the comments down below, because I am not sated from my, is that a word? From my CC 2-year CC binge. I could do more. I mean, I was just downloading some more before I started this voiceover, some more clothing, because I'm not a fan of all the clothing I have in my game, so I want to go through, cull some of it, and then replace it with some other stuff. Because also I don't want my game to get too full, because my computer isn't great. My graphics card especially is not great. My computer's like 5 years old. I really need to upgrade my graphics card, which I think is why when I film or when I edit, it crops on the sides like this, which is really irritating, and I've never seen anybody else have this problem. But I honestly think it's because the more it's cropped, the better the quality, and because I have such a bad graphics card, they need to make up for it. So like I feel like if I got a better graphics card, then it would solve my problem. That's just a guess. Because I've tried a different editing software, that didn't work. I tried looking at what it looks like on YouTube without putting it through an editing software, that didn't work. And no one's ever had this problem with OBS before. I mean, I could try a different recording software, but I mean, I record in Windows mode, but so do other Sims 3 content creators, and I've never seen this with any of them, so I don't know what it is. Okay, we're almost finished. We're gonna get onto the photos now. Thank you if you managed to stay to listen to all my ramblings. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Bye.